So I'm doing some Bible studying. I'm in Genesis 2. And something that piqued my interest was 2:5. It says, neither wild plants nor grains were growing on the earth, for the Lord God had not yet sent rain to water the earth. And there were no people to cultivate the soil, which is interesting to me because at this point, God has created light, darkness. He separated the water from the land. He's put it in the stars in the sky, the sun, the moon, all of those wonderful things. And he has even blessed the land to actually produce and multiply. But it says that God has not sent rain to water the earth. Instead, continuing to 6, it says, springs came up from the ground and watered all the land, which is very, when we think about, okay, our understanding of how things grow and gardening, we know that rain usually comes and that rain helps to produce the fruit of things that we have in our life. Think of that in a natural sense. Also, in a spiritual sense, we know, like, okay, you need some type of rain. Rain plays its role. But I just was like, okay, so you have all this time that passes by, and then you get into like Genesis 7. At this point, we have had the fall of man. You have had Cain and Abel have their situation, that first rise of jealousy. Adam and Eve have been both cursed and blessed in the same breath. And we're on to Noah. So thousands of years have clearly passed by. So you jump to Genesis 7 and 12. It says, the rain continued to fall for 40 days and 40 nights. And back up to 11, it says that Noah was 600 years old, and the underground waters erupted from the earth, and the rain fell in mighty torrents from the sky. Which leads me to believe that the destruction of the earth was not just a result of rainwaters. We typically experience floods as a cause of rain coming. But in this instance, we already know, because the word has told us, that God had not yet sent rain. He waited thousands of years to send rain, and the purpose and intention for that rain was to destroy all creation because he was not pleased with how humans were behaving. But if we then go deeper into Genesis 7:17, it says, for 40 days and the floodwaters grew deeper, covering the ground and lifting the boat high above the earth. If the floodwaters had not grown from both above and below, the boat that Noah created to save humanity, that was anointed by God, would have never happened. I want y'all to just tap into that for a second.